Hey, Sawadee Krap. This is Kevin from investbangkokproperty.com. So if you are watching this for the first time, all right, this is my second video that I'm doing on a project that is launching in another 1.5 weeks time, and that is the XT Huai Khwang. So I actually did a first video sharing about the where this project is, the location, and why this project has potential, and also like where are the nearby amenities and all those stuff. So if you are looking to invest in Bangkok, I think uh, you might want to check out the first video first to understand where about is this location. All right, and I actually input the link to the first video in the description below, so please feel free to watch it. Right, so in this next video that I'm going to be that I'm doing right now, we will be looking at the project specifics, right? So we'll be going through like what are the amenities inside this development, why is this development so unique. In fact, as we're speaking, right, we're actually getting a lot of inquiries. Right? The locals themselves, a lot of them are actually eyeing this property, and also we're also getting several inquiries from overseas like Singapore, China, and Hong Kong. Right, so let me help you fully understand how this development is going to be so that you can actually make a informed decision about whether is this project something that you should be looking at, right? So if you're looking at the screen right now, yes, this is the facade of the XT Huai Khwang. This is how it's going to be like. It's going to be two blocks, two towers, one lower tower and one higher towers, right? And it's right next to Huai Khwang MRT. All right, so super convenient. So it's like 2 minutes walk to the MRT, and it's actually on the blue line, which is only two stops to Ramanai, the second CBD of Bangkok, and four stops to Asok. Right, and perhaps we can first start off with looking at some basic facts of the project. All right, maybe just maybe point you out. All right, from here you can see one building, two towers. So tower A is 43 story high, and tower B is 14 story. Um, there's a total of 1,404 units, right? And there's also a commercial unit below, like usually should be like maybe a mini mart or something, a family mart or something, right? And most of the units are either one bedroom and two bedrooms. So you can see the one bedrooms, there's two types. It's either the 27 to 30 square meters, right? Majority of them are around 30 square meters, or the 34 to 34.75 square meters, right? So I'll go through the floor plans later, but in a nutshell, the difference is the smaller sizes is probably what we would call a studio. So it is like single rectangular unit you go in through open concept, right? Whereas the 34 square meter will be more like your a normal typical one bedroom. So you actually have a proper bedroom with a wall with a door, all right, separated from the living and the kitchen. I'll come to that later. And then two bedrooms also, there's two kinds of configuration. The smaller size units only come with one bathroom, or you can actually opt for the larger one where you really have two bathrooms. So some people do not like to share their private bathroom in the master bedroom. So yeah, once again, it really depends on what you prefer and what you like. All right, this project does comes with a lot of facilities, so we will be spending a bit of time talking about the facilities. Right, it has a lobby, right? From here you can see swimming pool, exercise room with equipment, and then let's talk about what is unique, right? Which will probably go somewhat in depth, right? There are things like a photo studio, cooking studio, and craft studio, tea room. There's a self laundry area. There's also an outdoor theater, right? Roof garden. There's a lot of pockets of gardens perforated all around this development, right? Because you have to understand, 1,400 unit, it is considered a high density project. So you're going to be having a lot of people staying inside. One of the common complaints for such project is the fact that the developer do not have enough common area and facilities. So with something like that, with a lot more stuff inside, it will make this project in this area a lot more desirable to prospective tenants compared to uh, the comparable properties around the area. All right, so all right, before I continue, just want to share, right? This XT series is a brand new flagship series by Sansiri that they have done. The end goal is catered towards marketing towards to the millennials, because I think a good part of the population, Thai population, are also towards the younger crowd, the working crowd, about 25 to 35, right? So a lot of them are like could be individuals, singles or couples, may or may not have their home base in Bangkok, but they could be working in Ramanai or Aso. So this is like 2 stations away, 4 stations away, right? And to stay in Ramanai right now, if you were to rent a 1 bedroom, it might set you back at about um, 20,000 to 25,000 Thai baht, right? But just 2 stations away, like somewhere here in Huai Khwang, they can actually save about 20% of their rent. So that is why this area is getting increasingly popular with a lot of people, right? Who wants to save on their living cost. Right, so this XT series, actually over the weekend we Sansiri actually launched the XT Ekkamai. So now they have this XT Huai Khwang, and then in future there will be other XT condos all around Bangkok. Right, what they're trying to create here is to create some sort of a social club. As a owner of XT Huai Khwang, for example, right, you could be in Ekkamai, but because you are owner of XT Huai Khwang, you can have access to the facilities in XT Ekkamai. So that makes it very interesting, because usually condos are all standalone and individual and separated. But what they're trying to do here is you don't just own a property. You know, you're buying into a lifestyle. You're buying into a community, right? And that is really something that's unique, and I think will appeal to a lot of the millennials. And with that in mind, you also realize that if you watch my video on XT Ekkamai, the facilities that they have for XT Ekkamai are rather different from, I mean, other than the fact that you know you still need your basic swimming pool and gym. There's some unique features that has got in Ekkamai, XT Ekkamai that doesn't have in Huai Khwang. So XT Huai Khwang also has certain things like, for example, the cooking studio and the photography studio that XT Ekkamai doesn't have. So I believe going forward, other series, the third and fourth XT condos will also have their own unique features. That means wherever you go, as long as you hold your access card or you hold the smart app to the XT condo, you'll be able to, like, if today at Ekkamai you can use the facility there, tomorrow at Huai Khwang you can use the facility at Huai Khwang, and then other places, you know, all around Bangkok. So that is something unique, first time that I've ever heard of. Um, uh, yeah, I think it's a good thing to have, something what developers should do to continuously innovate what they have to offer, so that they can appeal for you as a owner, even as a landlord. You know that you're buying into something that is unique, then you will have tenants, right, queuing up to want to rent condos in this development. So it's a win-win for everybody, right? So let's now just go through a bit of photos of what the facilities have and how it looks like. All right, all right. This is the picture of the lobby. Okay, this is a picture of the lobby. Right, looks. Uh, I think the color scheme and all looks nice and grand. Right. This next photo, all right, this is the arts and craft studio. Interesting, right? Because they have did a bit of survey and study. Nowadays, in this new economy, a lot of us are um, freelancer, you know, self create entrepreneurs. So a lot of us are in to like things like doing photography, doing like arts and all these things. So they've created all these different workshops that you can actually book to actually run your classes, or you can have all these places to do your social gathering, and all these things. So that's something interesting. Art and craft studio. Okay, and look, there's a photo studio here also that you can use, right? Fully equipped for you to take cool photos, or you can run workshop inside, And yes, there's also a cooking studio, right? I really don't remember seeing anything like this in other developments that we have done so far in Bangkok. So these are definitely new things and will attract people. All right, this is how the lobby lounge will look like. Okay, and along the now there's remember I just now mentioned there's two towers. So this on the first tower there's like 14 stories high. So at the top there's like pockets of outdoor gardens for you to take a breather. Or you can just hang out with your friends or your fellow roommates. Right, this is the outdoor theater that I was talking about also. Okay, so here I don't know, maybe you can watch your EPL matches over here. The on the 29th story there's a glass house like function room. I think yeah, very nice function room with a nice clear view of the city skyline. Okay, the gym, the fitness room. Now we are not all into this active gym and then fitness room. So same like XT Ekkamai, I understand that they will have a lot of VR technologies that you can use. So while you're working at the gym alone, you could be connected with your friend who is maybe in another department, and then you could be doing like cycling together or something, you know. And then all the way to the top, right? You will have your helix rooftop. So that's where the pool is also, right? Around that area, majority of the buildings are still like relative low, right? So that's why you can actually get a very nice clear view of the city skyline. Right? There's even this very interesting. Look at this. I think that's where the helix name follows. There's this slide that goes down into the pool, right? So again, something unique. Okay, and there's also a hidden sky bar, right? A sky bar that you can book for your private function, I believe, right? Uh, Very posh finishing to it. Okay, so these are some of the image perspective that we have for you to see, right? And from my experience, Sansiri seldom disappoints, or so far never disappoint. The quality of the finishing are very very good. Even for their older apartments, previous apartments that they have done like maybe 5 to 10 years ago, right? The value still hold. Why? Because um, the management of the property is very important. Right, the upkeep of the property is very important. You do not want a property that looks like 10 years old when it's only 2 years old, right? But rather when you buy a development from Sansiri, right, a property that's 10 years old may not even seem like that. It could only look like it's only 3 4 years old. The difference is in the upkeep and the the finishing that they use for the inside of this development are also of very high quality, right? So as a owner, you will be happy to know that you can actually this property will actually have resale value 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road. Okay, now let's go straight into the floor plans. All right. The official launch is happening in about on the 21st, 22nd of July. So we are about 1.5 weeks from now, right? But pre-sales have started. So if for anybody who are serious, right, and you want to actually get your choice unit before everyone else does, now is the time. In fact, most of the time, I'm sure you are aware, the best discounts happen right up front. All right, and you also get to choose the better unit, the better facing. Let me just share with you how the floor plans will look like. Okay, so let's take a look at the ground floor side of the plot. So it looks a bit like an elephant trunk, right? So where this driveway, okay, you can if you can see this driveway that I'm pointing out, right? That's connected to the main road. So from the main road, you come in, then this is the actual the main site where you have actually the two blocks, right? Block one, tower one and tower two. Uh, inside here. Okay, and this white patch, if in case you're wondering what it is an existing apartment, is an existing condo building called Centric Huai Khwang Station. Right, so that is in itself a rather good thing because um, you would want your house to be near to the main road, but the good thing is with a bit of setback, and then there's a development here in front. It helps you to block off the some of the noise pollution that could come from the main road because that road can get pretty busy during morning and evening peak hours because it's one of the main road that people use to head up north or go towards town. All right, so okay, so if you look to here on the sixth floor, all right, because there's parking on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, okay, and then the units will start on the sixth. So right in the center is landscaping and garden. Okay, so if you happen to get units on the lower floor, then you know by choosing units on the inwards facing ones, then at least you are looking at the garden, right? If not, relatively next to you are also at some existing buildings, right? To take note of, but the one that is the tallest will be the one on the left hand side, which is centric. So you might want to avoid units that are facing here because you likely could be looking directly into the development. And so for lower floors, I would always suggest that if you don't want surprises, just choose those that look inwards because it's kind of like a guaranteed view, and then you have like your green landscaping and all these things, so should be fine, right? Then if you go next, all right, perhaps maybe we can just zoom in randomly on right, because every floor the configuration is a bit um, different. All right, so if you are looking at units like between 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so you realize that you have two towers to choose from. All right, the corner units are generally the two bedrooms. That's how they always arrange, and then the in between are the one bedroom. So you have your studios, and then you have your the atypical 34 square meter one bedroom. I'll show you a zoom in a picture of the floor plan shortly. Right, then once you hit the higher floor, like perhaps 15th floor, because remember the lower floor only go until about 14, right? So usually we we want to allow for 3 levels for your line of sight to clear the building to see view, right? So since that building runs up to about 14, so the next up I would suggest if you want a clear view that is facing towards the north, then you should probably at least go for 17 or 18 upwards. Right? If not, then it's still okay. I mean, at least at the top they're doing a rooftop garden, so you're still looking at greenery. But if you're on the same height, then uh, may not be the best choice, right? So you can probably look at units on the 20th floor. I think 20th floor is like it's like in between, in between. So I think it's a good balance between having a view and not paying too much for a super high floor. Right. So if you look at this 20th, okay, so this is a typical floor plan for the between the 15th to the 21st floor. All right. It's a bit blur. Okay, let me see if I can get something that's clearer. All right. Okay, I managed to pull out a floor plan that I can zoom in and can see clearer. Okay, so you can see here that this is a L shape. All right. So this is the correct orientation. This would be the north facing. All right. This row will be towards the south, and then you have your east and a couple of units that's facing towards the west side. Right. So if I zoom it in, so you guys can actually see clearer. Right. There's this. So the lift lobby is somewhere in the center here. 5 lift and 1 service lift serving the residents. Okay. Then the 2 bedrooms are the ones at the corner. Okay, you can see here another one at the corner. So whereas in between the ones are all the one bedroom. So another two bedrooms in the corner. So again, you realize that in almost every development, the two bedrooms are usually in um, shorter supplies, right? So usually only at the corners or so I think the unit makes about 20%, 20 to 30% of the entire property. So when you want to sell it off next time, then obviously you have lesser competition, right? But having said that, there are also a lot of singles that are staying around the area. So a lot of time they are only looking for studio or one bedroom, right? So again, it depends on your budget and what exactly is it that you're looking for, right? Let me just share with you. Okay, we just randomly look at, like for example, look here. Okay, so if you can see this uh, this particular unit, right? 1D, 34 square meter. So you realize that this is the normal one bedroom, right? So from the corridor, you come in, walk. So this is your hall, this is your living hall, and then you have your little balcony over here. Then you have your bedroom here, and your kitchen also tucked to one side. It can be closed. And so this is a normal one bedroom. And then alternatively, if you look at the unit to the left, right, this one A 29.25 or 30 square meter, I think it's just slightly different. So this is a straight studio. Straight away, it's like a studio design. So it's only one single area. You come in here, you walk through the kitchen, and then this is probably your dining and living area, and then your bedroom, or you can reverse. I mean, it's up to you. They give you the option to have this sliding door so that you can enclose for privacy, or you can just straight open it up, open concept, right? For studio also, there's another configuration whereby the moment you walk in, uh, okay, you can look at here, this particular unit here, 1C type. All right, you can walk in here. They first have the so-called the bedroom or maybe living room here, and then they put the kitchen outside. Right. The reason why they have this is because apparently they have done some survey, and then they do realize that there's uh, demand or preference for the kitchen area to be on the outside, as in you do not come into a kitchen. You come in first, then your living hall, then the kitchen is at the end of the unit. So you can choose. Again, it's up to you to choose which one you like. The normal ones that we usually see is the one that you come in first. You come in and you see the kitchen first. Okay. Okay. So I shall not go through every single floor because it's like I think if not, they will probably take 2 hours. If you guys want a copy of the brochure or you want a clear view of the floor plans, right? Drop us an email or contact us, right? My contact details are at the description below, right? We'll be happy to send you the brochure for your reference, right? Do understand that now it's a pre-launch phase, so what they're doing is they are launching selected floors by floors, right? So my experience is as and when like certain floors get sold out, then they'll release more. Um, but of course, if sales are good, then developers always reserve the right to take away certain early bird discount or take away certain perks. So I think currently we have a good selection of low, mid to high floor for anybody to choose from. So yeah, I think now is definitely a good time to get a unit before everybody starts scrambling for unit on that day itself. Right. Okay. So this is how typical. Okay, let me just zoom out a bit. Right. Okay. Right. So this is how typical studio look like, as I mentioned. So it's a 1A type, 27 to 0.25 to 30 square meter. Come in first, you have your kitchen, your bathroom, and then this is your living area and your bed dining area. Right. So this is normal, 1A, and then you have your different 1A type. So I shall skip. Okay, the thing about this XT series is for certain configurations type, right, like default, okay, you can actually choose how the inside is like there's different configuration for the interior. So could be dining first, then bedroom, or bedroom first, then dining. Right? That's something that once you purchase 1 or 2 months down the road, right, they will the developer Sansiri will actually check with you which is the one that you prefer, and then you can actually customize it to your specifications, right? And this is something they are also they also realize that this is something that the what the market would like to have, so that's why they are offering this, right? But certain layouts are fixed, like for example this one. So you come in, right, fixed layout 1A3, one fixed layout. So you have your bed here and then a little balcony here, okay, living. So slight differences here and there. Okay, and then you have your 1B. Okay, some of the layouts are fixed. Okay, we'll jump to uh, okay, so you see 1B also slight difference. Alright, instead of a kitchen coming in straight away, so you have your bathroom first, toilet, and then kitchen somewhere in the middle. Then you have a instead of being able to compartmentalize your dining and your bedroom. In this case, the 1B type is uh, straight away like one whole area here together. Many different configurations. Okay, by the way, if you realize this 1A type, this is the wardrobe. So it's a normal wardrobe in front of the bedroom. Whereas if you have your 1B, this is a walk-in wardrobe. You see that? Walk-in wardrobe. And then this, if I'm not wrong, this WC is a place for you to tuck in your washing machine. Probably I just have to double check on that. Right, so another 1B type, so you have your walk-in wardrobe. It's cool. I think ladies will love it. Right, so your 1C type, see again, this is distinctively different. 1C, walk-in, toilet, then your bedroom first, and then the kitchen counter, instead of being right at the where the door is, now it is at the end where you have your living and then you have your kitchen there. All right, so you do you like to wake up to a view, or you would spend most of the time waking up doing stuff inside your living hall, hanging out with friends or cooking? Then maybe 1C is your preference. So you see that so that's the whole idea. They have like different configurations that you can choose, right, depending on how you like it to be. That's something interesting. It's not like cookie cutter, everything is the same, everything is the same. So with this, right, this is a branding that they're trying to create for the XT, and once words gets out that there's something so unique, I am sure people will take notice, and next time you probably have tenants walking into the local agency and say, hey, look, I want to rent a studio only from XT Huai Khwang, only from XT Ekkamai. It can happen. It can happen, right? Because after all, when you're staying inside, then you will start demand for something unique and special. Okay, then you have like more configuration 1C. Okay, I won't go all that. Okay, now we look at the bigger size one, the normal one bedroom. So a bit more squarish. So this is a bit more normal to probably what we are used to coming in. Kitchen again. All right, then you have your dining and your bedroom. So the plus point about getting a slightly larger unit is, number one, you have a proper bedroom, and number two, you realize that your bedroom and living both get to enjoy the window view. So there's no sacrifice. All right, and when the unit is shorter in length, experience tells me that it will of course tends to be brighter lah, right? But of course, if you buy units on the like super high floor, then it will be bright either way, right? So now I will just jump straight through to okay. So again, one bedroom again, there are also slight difference. You realize this is a square layout, and then this one, the one bedroom, the wardrobe is here first. Okay, this is in the bedroom, and then for this, the wardrobe has its own area coming in kitchen, and then your bedroom juts out. Why? Because they have a walk-in wardrobe sort of area for 1FM. So, so I don't know. It really depends on what you like. Okay, so if you are going for the two bedroom, then two bedroom because they are at a corner. So the beautiful thing about being corner is you actually get 270 degrees view. So you could be enjoying the north and the east, or the north and west, south and west, and you have like more views, right? So this is how a two-bedroom will look like. Okay, so again, two bedrooms come in two types also. One with just one bathroom, and two, it has two bathrooms. All right. Okay, but how about the view of the unit? Okay, let me show you now. Okay, so this is the view taken from using a drone, obviously, right? So this is how north, south, north, east, south, and west will look like. Okay, okay. So on the sixth floor, okay, should you choose to get units? All right, not do take note that not every floor is available to us as foreigner, because uh, if you are aware, the developer has to reserve at least 51% for local, depending on demand. Sometimes if the local demand is like super huge, they might decide that, hey, I'm going to allocate more unit for sale to local. So only certain floors are open for us as foreigners. Okay, so just to give you an idea, if you are like absolutely going for price point, then you would want to choose something that's on the lower floor, right? So if you take something on the sixth floor, then yeah, this is probably what you see in the day and in the evening. Okay, if you go to the 14th floor, things start to get interesting. All right, if you're on the 14th floor, then you start seeing a bit more of the skyline. But for me personally, I would to me this is this is the bare minimum acceptable if I need a view, right? 22nd floor, 20th, 22nd, 25th. I think these are good height. You start to see like a very endless view of the skyline. Okay, so I think another question that I've been getting also, people are asking me, where's the super tower view? Because if you saw the first video, right, in Rama 9, which is two stations away, the new CBD, they are constructing this new super tower. So it's gonna be tallest building in Bangkok. So I would presume that next time having the view of the super tower is like going to KL and having the view of the twin tower. So it's gonna be iconic. So if you want to have something that faces that direction, you have to get unit that faces the south, because that's on the south side, right, downwards. Um, but in terms of distance, whether will you be able to see and how much of it will you see, that one I really cannot say, because the tower is not up yet, right? So if you go 29th floor, okay, even better view, and say if you go to 36, again different, right? So price is what you pay, value is what you get. If you are considering buying something for your own use, potentially for your own use, and then for you want to enjoy the beautiful city skyline of Bangkok, then yeah, you always have the option of going for something on the 30 something floor, right? If not, if you ask me, let's say the entry point for you getting a decent view, that should be from about 20th onwards. I think that's decent for myself, right? That's personal lah. Okay, and for us as overseas investors, do take note that also for XT Huai Khwang, right, it will come fully furnished, right? So they are giving very good specifications. So let me just briefly go through, like, so you have your digital door lock, right, and then the bathroom staff are using the brand Kohler. It will be, you know, so that's how the kitchen will look like, right? They use very neutral, woody, earth scheme, color scheme, easy on the eyes for everybody, right? So this is an example of how you can probably look like when it's done. Okay, all right. So okay, in summary, do note that the unit will come fully furnished. All right, so that means uh, you really don't have to worry about anything. Once it's including the curtains and the beddings and all these things, we actually have a list of items that you provide. So fridge and all these things are catered for. it saves you a lot of hassle, right? So that means the moment you hand over and take over the keys, right, you can just pass the key to your agent if you want to rent it out, or literally you can just come in, do a bit of general cleaning and then you can stay. Okay, so fully furnished, and it will be completed. Okay, expected completion will be around May 2021. So about 3 years from now, 3 years from now. All right. So this is the expected completion, and then now so official launch is gonna be on the 21st July 2018. Okay. So they're gonna do it globally. So that means we are selling in Singapore, we're selling in China, we're selling in Hong Kong, wherever, but these are three of the main countries that always have a very strong interest in uh, Bangkok properties. Right, but having said that, okay, pre-sales have started, so you can actually start booking now. Okay, to give you so by buying now, right? So you actually get like early bird discount and so forth. Okay, etc. Okay, for the exact price, you can actually check with myself. Um, okay, so prices. If you are looking at about so for maybe say 9 floor unit, ninth level, you one bedroom. Okay, so for prices wise, right? Okay, because prices are subjected to changes, so it will not be right for me to commit because they reserve the right. If sales are good, usually they just remove the discount. Right, so I can see for let's say the lower floor, lower levels, all right, it starts from approximately about 150K per square meter. All right, 100. So that's all right. Just to give you an idea, when we were selling XT Ekkamai over the weekend, I think averagely we are talking about two for the higher floors, it can about 200 between 200 to 240,000 Thai baht per square meter. So you can actually enter the market at about 150,000 Thai baht per square meter for a project that is like only 2 stations away from Rama 9 next to MRT. I think this is a very good entry price point. So in absolute terms, I think you can probably get a studio at about 4+ million Thai baht per square meter. Then if you are looking at the larger one bedroom, then it's about slightly higher, about 5, 6 over million, depending on the floor level also. Right. So to me, this is a very attractive price point. Right, super affordable if you ask me, because nowadays if you want a investment property in say areas like Onut would already set you back about 6 million Thai baht and above. Right, we're talking about, like, of course, good developments by good developer. So this is definitely Sansiri is definitely a proven and tested developer. The location is probably in this category as good as it can get. Right, 2 minutes to the MRT, and to be able to get in at about 4+5 million Thai baht uh, 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 for for one bedroom, right? I think it is something that is worthwhile considering, especially if you would like to start with a limited budget for your very first investment. You may not be sure of the investment landscape in Bangkok. You don't want to commit too much into this first investment that you have. Then I think this is a good price point, because even areas like further out, I think could also be around this price already, right? So if you wanted to find out more, you can actually visit, right, our website at investbangkokproperty.com. Okay, over this website we actually share whatever resources that we have with interested investors who are looking to invest in Bangkok. Right, so we share with you like what should you be looking out for when you're buying, or what are the good projects that you should be looking at. Right, we actually put out reviews of different properties and different developments um, in on the website also. Right, usually we only work with the bigger developers, noteworthy development. Only then we will actually propose them to our investors, right? Because we believe that when you buy right and you buy something good, it will actually help you when you want to rent and sell it in years down the road, right? So alternatively, if you are interested to know more of this project, XT Huai Khwang, you want to know specifically about price, or you want the floor plan, or you want to really book a unit right now, you're ready, right? You can get more info. You can visit our website at XT Ekkamai. Uh, sorry. Two email. XT Huai Khwang. Okay, .com. Okay, you can actually get a bit more info on the location. All right, or you can actually visit investbangkokproperty.com, where we actually have a detailed review of XC Hui Huang on the website as well. Alternatively, you guys can also contact me. My name is Kevin. All right, and you can write to me my email at kevin@investbangkokproperty.com, or you could here's my number. You can WhatsApp me if you are not in Singapore. All right. Or you can call me or SMS me directly. Or if you are using WeChat, say you can add me also. This is my WeChat account. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope I've given you guys a better clarity on this project. Right, I will be doing a last third video, whether on the investment potential of XT Huayhuang, because a lot of people have been asking me, hey, Kevin, is this project investment grade? What is the rental that I think I can get 3 years down the road? Will I be able to sell it? The project of 1,400 unit, will I be able to sell it next time? So I would want to answer all these questions in my next video, right? So keep a lookout for it, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you at the next one. Bye.